Welcome back my Dokkan fams to another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to have a Dokkan battle discussion. And the main discussion of today's topic is basically about the second easying characters. So if you have not known, I've seen a lot of the Dokkan YouTubers nowadays. I mean, not nowadays, but recently, basically talking about um, basically easying a easier unit. So I have no idea what they will call it. Maybe a extreme double Z awaken, or you know, like like I wouldn't know where to name it, but it's basically easying a easier character. And the reason why this discussion came up is because of the Dokkan Battle surveys, which basically states, or when you were filling out the survey, to basically boost or level up older units or older characters. So this, I think, um, this basically stumbled the idea of maybe possibly easing another character, or well, it's not easing another character, but mainly easing characters that have already been easied. I think in the Dokkan Battle survey, I'm trying to find it currently. 1 second. So yeah, one of the questions was to basically, I think it's question 20. What do you want at the Extreme Z Awaken to implement in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? So one of the option was to, I'd like you to make the Extreme Z a route. Oh, I'd like you to make your Extreme Z EZA character even stronger. Um, so basically, this proc to a lot of discussion in the YouTube community. I mean, YouTube community, Dokkan community, basically saying of basically easying possible EZA characters. So basically a double EZA. So in global, the first EZA character was this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which pre-existing EZA, he had attack 100% for 7 turns, and then just supreme damage and lowers defense. And the leader skill back in the days, AGO type 3 key and attack 3000. Obviously, when you EZA the units, you would EZA to 3 key HP attack and defense plus 70%, which is basically the same as the OG AGL Super Vegito, if you guys do remember it. And then passive skill, it does gain defense at start turn, attack 120 and 7 turn start turn. Okay, so in my honest opinion, I personally don't like the idea of EZAing a already pre-existing EZA character. And just hear me out first. I want this unit to be usable again. I really do. This is one of my favorite units in back in the day, and I like running it in basically my OG over in the Flash team. So I would have the physical super blue Super Vegito as my lead, and then I'll have this guy, the SDR um, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the SDR Gogeta. Like I had like the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Go tanks. Um, and then I think I had the Int Ultimate Gohan as basically like that's my go-to team back in the day. That would help me in basically all my hard content, of what would consider be hard content back in the day. But don't get me wrong, I want this guy to be usable again, even to this day meta. But I don't think easying an EZA character is the best approach, in my opinion, because you already have other characters in this game that needs to be easyed. So in basically what Dokkan will be doing is basically this continuous loop of easying characters. So you never know, maybe 6-7 years down the line, you'll be easying an EZA character. So it's they they can make the game really considerably long, and I really want them to. But I think there is a better way to approach about this. So I just want to clarify, in my personal opinion, easying an EZA character is not the best idea or the best approach. And I do understand that not everyone is considering or wanting basically units to be EZA when they're already EZA. So I do have a few ideas in which I want Dokkan to basically implement, and they've already implemented this one idea. So the first idea is basically the skill orbs. So as you know, where is he? This guy. This guy is going to be easying in global soon, most possibly in the next 2-3 days. Basically within the next week, he will be easying. So he'll be easying through the story event. So you'll be able to collect those blue gems to basically buy the easier materials needed to basically easier this character. This guy is a very good unit, but the thing that I want to discuss more about is basically the skill orbs that comes with this unit. So as you can see, this is currently the skill orb. This is from Dokkan info. I don't have the information from in English, but um, as you can see, there are skill orbs for both the bronze, silver, and gold. And then this is currently what is the most um, favorable skill orbs used in the JP for disc unit basically. So you got a level 5 additional and level 5 defense. So I believe this level 5 defense is equates to 1,500 extra defense. So defense in the gold orb is 300 per level. Um, Other people use the crit and the additional level 5 additional, or the level 5 additional and level 2 orb. But obviously you want to go for like in my personal opinion, I think you would go for this one because of the way this guy is built, which is he raises attack and defense in his 12 key, and then greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn on his 18 key. I'll go more in detail in terms of the passive skill once he releases and basically how useful it is, but I want to basically look and prioritize the skill orbs that comes with this character. In the level with this one here, he gains a level 5 additional or level 2 defense, which is I think about 200 defense. So silver, you and for defense or attack, you gain 200 per level. When I do have this unit, I will be giving a level 5 um basically defense, which is like another 1,000 defense. And then for this one here, you gain a level 500, like a level 5 defense, which is 500 defense, or level 3 additional, so and so. So they have already implemented this idea in which you can get custom or certain skill orbs that relates to the unit itself. So that's what I want to be discussing as my main topic. Is like I don't think easying an easier character is a good idea. I do think keeping the longevity of a unit is a great idea, because obviously I would like to start using units like this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, this SDR Gogeta, who back in the day is probably the most influential character that ever came on release. This Janemba, like just this Janemba is still good to this day, but it could be better. Broly, Kid Buu, these OG these OG TURs from back in the day. So we do see it first implemented with Super Vegito and I mean Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So I would like to see something similar to this where we can get certain orbs to basically boost characters like these, and a specific orb that can boost characters like this. So currently for the SDR skill orbs, we get things like HP attack and defense, or sometimes you get critical combo, like all these sort of things. But I believe in one of the question was to, I think it's question 24 states, what do you want in a skill ball implement a skill orb implemented in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? And one of the options is I want a skill orb with new features such as guard probabilities and damage reduction rate. So hearing that might most possibly seem that that's where Dokkan is going to be heading in terms of reviving older units. Like I said, we still have not thousands. We still got like tens of maybe hundreds of units that still need to be EZA'd. That are old units that needs the life back. But we also have hundreds of units that basically are not usable to this day. I would not be using this Goku in basically in one of the red zone battle. But if I get a skill orb that basically gives it guard and damage reduction, I most likely will start using this unit as a option. So if they do give us an event or some form of events that basically does help us get specific skill orbs to basically revive some of these units, I'd be more than happy to start grinding them. Like using these units are the best way. Like I said, I don't think EZAing a pre-EZA units like the whole conventional way of EZAing is the best idea. So I don't want to do another 30 levels of kid a kid boot EZAing EZA. I always said I think I don't even know how many times I said EZA, but I don't want that to happen basically because then it's just a repeated endless cycle of just EZAing old units, and then there's going to be a third EZA basically 6 years down the line. Which, first in my opinion, I think these skill orbs can actually help a unit. If Dokkan is willing to basically revive old units and make them usable till this day, we can see more of, like, say, this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If you, let's say, if you give it a bronze skill orb that gives it 2000 defense or 2500 defense, and then you get a silver skill orb which basically gives it I don't know, 30% damage reduction, and then you get a gold skill orb which gives it basically a guard, like a basically a guarding ability. I would be more than happy to basically have this Goku, start using this Goku, even though his passive skill doesn't change, even though his super attack doesn't change, even though his leader skill doesn't change. I think those skill orbs can actually help, which is why I'm thinking like maybe this is possibly the route that they're going to, and basically this Super Vegito is the guinea pig. It's basically seeing the how well the reception is in terms of basically giving it specific skill orbs that is only detailed for this character. So let's say, for example, this Gogeta back in the day is ridiculous. It is the most influential unit that ever came out. If you weren't here for the first anniversary, if you did not have this Super Gogeta, no one's going to be your friend. No, like people would remove people from their friend list if they don't have this unit. That's how bad it was back in the day. Everyone must have Gogeta, or you're not, or you're just or you just phased out like from the community. Like it was Super Vegeta or nothing basically. And so obviously once this guy EZA'd, he was decent, but right now you still wouldn't use him till this day. Like attack and defense plus 77, attack plus 7% per rainbow keys to obtain, attacks effective against all types. That's great, like that's good, but for a Dokkan battle, it's not good for a, let's say for example, even a Super Battle Road, or even Extreme Super Battle Road, or even like the legendary Goku event, or the legendary Vegeta event, or legendary GT. Like you wouldn't use this guy, let alone bring him to Red Zone or even the God event. So I hope you guys do understand that, like, easying an easier unit is just, I don't think it's a good idea. I personally would be annoyed because you already got other units that need to be easier till this day. However, giving them an event where you can grind specific skill orb, such as what was given for for this Vegito. Like here's the list. I know it's in Japanese, but here's the list to of what the possible chances are. But yeah, it's like there are ways to basically improve these units, and I do think giving them specific skill orbs that is detailed for this unit is the way to go to basically revive old units. Like if I can honestly slap on damage reduction and guard to this unit, he would be better than most units till this day, just by those two abilities. Even if you give this guy a golds, like even a gold skill orb that basically states that, oh, he has 50% chance to guard. That's still that's better than what most things are. Like, or even if you have a skill orb which affects the passive skill. So like instead of defense plus 70, you have a like you get a gold skill orb which gives it a multiplier of 5. So you, instead of 70, it's going to be 350 plus defense. Like, they can do so much with the skill orb, which I don't think many people are talking about or many people are thinking about. And I do think that even in this current, I think when skill orb first came out, I think people were discussing, but I think that's been left in the back burner. So now I think it's time to use skill orbs, like better the skill orbs, so that you can start reviving this unit. Like for example, this Janemba. Currently, right now, you would basically give it as much dodge as possible because of his guarding and medium chance of evading. That's all you would use because he's defensively good. And just him being defensively good is the best way to go about it, really. Like, even this Broly, like, if you can give it basically, if you give it a skill orb that basically says, like, let's say, for example, yeah, it has attack and defense plus 80% when attacking. Okay, cool. You give it a gold skill orb saying that, oh, if he's the first attacker, he nullifies all damage. So, like, you know how OP that is. You know how good this guy would get if you give it a silver skill orb and say, like, yeah, um, launches 2 additional attack, which has a great chance of becoming super attack. This guy would be amazing. Or if you give it a skill orb that basically states like, is, you know, like how his super attack is to cause a supreme damage to all enemies, a raise attack and defense for 3 turns. If you give it a skill orb which basically changes that into raise attack and defense for 6 turns or something like that. I think that is honestly the best way to go about reviving some of these units. Like even this Kid Buu. This Kid Buu is a god in terms of showcase, like basically showcasing a character. If you give it a skill orb which basically removes the HP restriction that it has, like completely removes it. He's literally all allies key to attack and defense plus 50, and then all allies extra key and extra attack and defense plus 30 when HP is 79% of blow. Like that'd be great. That would be great. Like, you know, they can honestly do a lot more with this unit. Like with these units. Like, imagine this Gohan. Super attack is, instead of greatly raise attack, it can be changed to greatly raises attack and defense. Like, that's just one skill or which changes the passive, which the super attack effect. This Frieza, give it 120% attack and defense when performing super attack. Like, honestly, guys, honestly, I think that's the best way that Dokkan can move forward in terms of reviving old units, is to basically start giving them specific skill orbs which is tailored to these units, to the older units. Give it could be some form of limited event. You know, the ones that we get for Ginyu, the Ginyu Force or the Bardock event. What if we get a Grand Supreme, yeah, the Grand Supreme, was it Grand Supreme Kai, or what's like the angel, the Grand Angel, or like, you guys know what I mean. You know, that event where you can basically get tickets for the Ginyu Force skill orbs, or the Bardock skill orbs. Like, if you had an extra stage which is specifically for this old Easy 8 Dokkan Fest, I think that's the best way to go about it. Like, in all honesty, that is the best way to go about it. The skill orb can be so much better, and it can be, I feel like it's a bit untapped. I think they're going a bit um too too safe with the skill orbs that we currently have. Like, for example, HP, attack, and defense. Okay, cool. But you get gold orbs. Okay, cool. combo attack, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 evasion, 1 2 3. But the thing is, like, you can like, and here's some combo attack, so you can get level 4 combo crit and critical hit, so additional and critical hit. Like, guys, just hear, like, honestly, just hear me out. I feel like this is just an untapped thing. Obviously, additional and crit are important. Don't get me wrong, but if you, let's say, for example, if you if for example this Goku, if you give it like, if you change, let's say, your additional, like level 5 additional from your gold to, let's say, a 30% damage reduction, I think for some people that can be a better option. Like it can, like, I don't know how else to say about this, instead of, like, for example, this cell, I would give it additional because he recovers 10% HP. So if he supers twice, get 20% HP back, right? So I probably would still give it additional, um instead of, let's say, for example, um I don't know, maybe extra attack. Like, obviously there's a balance to this. There is a balance to this. This Vegeta, if you give it another 10% damage reduction, 90% damage reduction for 10 turns, you know how good AGL Golden Freezer is. This guy has way better stats than that AGL Golden Freezer. So this guy could possibly get even 100% damage reduction for 10 turns. Like that. That'd be so OP. That'd be so ridiculous. Obviously, I don't think it will give 100% damage reduction, but you guys get what I'm saying. I hope you guys like think about this, because I feel like I don't want to say easying, like having the old conventional way of easying characters. Like, if you easy a character in the conventional way, I feel like it could just make this game stale. Like, in terms of the longevity of the game, yeah, sure. But then again, in the future, this question is gonna be brought up. Like, why can't we easy a character? Like, in the future, then questions will start being rising. The arguments will start coming in. Like, I feel like it's basically the approach in how Dokkan will do it is the main discussion. It's like, skill orbs is probably the best way, and I feel like that's what they tried to do with this Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Um, because I feel like this guy was the first guinea pig in terms of basically, like, okay, guys, um, we're gonna change the skill orbs for this guy, so let's just see how it works. You know, that sort of thing. Because I feel like like a character who's Easy Aid, who's already extreme Z Awakened, should be like its final, like its passive skill, super attack, leader skill. It should be its final form. Because I love the concept of Easy Aid. That's what made this game last so much longer than ever before, than any other gacha game. This is why this game is going to last for many years in the future. And this is one of my favorite games, and I love the longevity of my favorite game. But I think easing an easier character will probably deter people away, because, like, oh, okay, now I got to now easier this easier character, and it's just going to be like an endless loop. Because now we're waiting for characters to easier, but then we're also waiting for easier characters to easier again. So I do genuinely think skill orbs is the way to go. So I think just updating the roster in terms of skill orbs is the best way to go. Like, in all honesty, that's the best way to go. And I hope Dokkan in the future will be able to, um, you know, understand that maybe like skill orbs isn't like the best, isn't as a great potential right now, but could be a very big potential in the future in terms of reviving old characters. And, like, I love this game. I genuinely love this game. I want this game to last longer than it's already been lasted. So, but the question is how? Because you don't want it to be repeating so much that okay, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. It makes it boring for most people. Like um so yeah, I do think updating the roster for skill orbs or making it an event which you can get specific skill orbs catered to Gogeta, because we currently have that already. We have skill orbs that's catered to some characters like the Ginyu Force, the Bardock, this Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. We have these already. So let's now start implementing this so we can start reviving these units. If my Janemba, oh, this is honestly one of okay. So in the first anniversary where you can summon Janemba or the Gogeta, I was summoning this Janemba. I really wanted this Janemba. I got one copy of Janemba. I wasn't able to get the copy of Gogeta. Not after a long time. I think it was literally on the 4th anniversary is when I got my Gogeta. But if this guy is able to, because he has guard activated already, if I'm able to slap some damage reduction on him, let's say 30% damage reduction, like a gold skill orb, you get a gold, silver, and bronze. So bronze you get 10%, silver you get 20%, gold you get 30%. Like they can even restrict it. Like you can only apply one damage reduction. So I get the 30% damage reduction. But some people may not be lucky to get the 30%, but they might have the 20% on the silver. But if this guy got 30% damage reduction, this guy would be ridiculous. This guy would be as good as the tech Janemba currently right now. But because this guy's stat is so much better and so much higher, why not? Like honestly, why not? So it's like, yeah, it's just this guy would be a defensive tank. I want these units to be like as good as today. Like I want this Broly to be good. Like this Broly was quite shocking. Like even on his EZA, it was like, okay, cool. Now what? Like he was dead on arrival basically. He's only got 6 links. But if he's the first attacker on the turn, before attacking, he can probably nullify all attacks, including super attacks. And then he super attacks, he gains the the extra attack and defense, and then even though he's in the first rotation, when the opponent attack it the second time after he attacks, then he can probably take damage. Like there's a balance to this. There's a balance to this and some of the abilities. So he could basically be like the current Dokkan Fest Pan, but you know, like if you're taking inspirations from the movie, yeah, this guy tanked. And this Boo, man, this Ultimate Go and this Frieza, this Cell, this Beerus, oh my days. Like you can I don't know what you can do with this Beerus. Like you can like buff up its rage. You know, this Vegeta still to this day I can argue this Vegeta is probably the best aging units right now. Only because he got 80% damage reduction. Like, of all the units, maybe he's probably the best one, including this Janemba. But I guess another option would be is to awaken easy a character. So it'd be I don't know, it could be like a TUR, but instead of a level 120, it'd be all the way to level 140. So when you awaken this, you can go from level 1 to 140. I feel like that could be another option. I don't think that'd be the best option because then that makes TURs and then EZA units like redundant, like not redundant, but you're basically waiting for them to basically awaken again, just to you have to EZA then awaken them. So I think skill orbs is the best way to go about this. Just my honest to God opinion, and I feel like that way it can increase the longevity of this game. Like if you have a skill orb that can affect even the leader skill or the super attack or the passive skill, like give it something. And I feel like that 24th question on the survey that you currently have in JP, I feel like that is what Dokkan is trying to put. Like they subtly put that. So I feel like in the future, that's probably something we can see. And I do hope that is something we can see because I love to use this Super Saiyan 3 Goku again. I love to use this SDR Gogeta, Boo. I mean, not Boo. Janemba, Broly, Kid Boo, like Ultimate Gohan, Full Power Freeze, Frieza, this Cell, Beerus, Vegeta. Like these are the OG Dokkan Fest. These are the OG units. Like these are sick units. Like even back in the day, and I do miss using them. Ah, I feel like that's the best way to go about it instead of easing an easier character. I know I'm repeating myself. I know I'm just like rambling on, but it's like it's like Dokkan is one of my favorite games, and I do want it to last long. And I feel like having custom or specific skill orbs that catered to these units is the best way to go. I guess if I was to give a third option, which is to awaken it into like from 142, to awaken it to be a, I don't know, a ZTUR. I don't know what you would call it. To 140, you could possibly just awaken them to an LR. Maybe that's what they will do in the future. I don't know. I feel like I feel like that's a lame move in my opinion, but I guess that will keep the longevity of the game. Like I like the distinction between LRs and TURs because that that way you have there's a reason to pull TURs instead of LRs because then you just make it redundant at that point. But I digress. I just want to say I think skill orbs is the way to go, way to the future of Dokkan to revive old units. That is the way to go, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I know I'm just rambling on at this point. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to voice your opinion, please put it down in the comment. I would like you guys to share this video. I feel like people need to listen, and if the devs in Dokkan gets this video and then basically see like, okay, yeah, this guy is probably talking some real sense. It's the best way to market this game, the best way to go about this game, best way to have longevity in this game. Yeah, please share this video. Share this video. The more people hear it, like let's go. Like I want people like even the big YouTubers, if you can. I want the big YouTubers to hear this, like Truth or Koresh or you know Mas Ningen or Toon Rami. Like let them hear because I would like them to know about this and then probably talk about this more. Um, but I want you guys to talk about this. I want you guys to think what is another way to go about it. I've already given you i- three three ways to improve old units. Give me your opinion. Like honestly, give me your opinion. I'm not saying that this is my ideas. Don't this is These are not my ideas, but I feel like these are the best ideas to go forward. I feel like someone out there must have already spoken about it, but I digress. I digress. So, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know your opinion, and I'll just catch you guys in the next video. And I just want to say one more time, I miss these units. I love these units. This is possibly my favorite OG unit. But anyway, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll just see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thank you.